Hi, everybody. I'm happen to be watching Aaron and Michael in Sir Crepus's live. I'm going to mute it. And I want to go through, once they're done, I want to go through their, the claim that we had last night. Give me 2 seconds. Let me type something in here. There we go. I just wanted to let them know that I'm live if they wanted to raid me. I'll turn it down just a little bit. Hey, Love Not Hate, how are you doing today? As I said, I have some really big information to add to that FBI claim, and I am just floored by it. But I want to wait a couple of seconds here to have them finish up their live, because in fact, I need to get this into a different screen. The StreamYard doesn't let you pop up a page that's in the same browser that you have open. Let me see, 019. Absolutely amazing. I had Liz Gale had done all of that beautiful work on the list. Oh, they're going to go 5 more minutes. Oh, you did fracture your knee? Oh my goodness. Oh, welcome to my world about being in a wheelchair, but oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Wow. So did they put you in a cast or just a brace? I'm doing okay today. My shoulders are starting to feel a little bit better. I think I'm starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel for this thing. I'm gonna do my screen here. Uh-oh, what did I do? Oh my goodness. Let's put me back. There we go. I think, no. Oh good, are they gonna have to do surgery on it? There we go. My camera's still really kind of messed up. I'm sorry, I'm so fuzzy. Oh, I see. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, surgery's never a good thing, and sometimes that makes it worse. So then you have all the recovery time. So as I was saying, I mean, I'll kind of start talking about it, but Liz Gale had done the receipt, and I had been in email contact with her in the past to get her okay that I used her list. And and she emailed me and said, "Hey, I'm watching your stream, and did you know about the FBI files?" And it might have hit me in the past, but I don't think I've ever seen it. So she emailed me a link, and it's from the FBI, and it's just a whole dump of claims against Scientology, and they're all redacted, but oh my goodness. It is pretty amazing that there is so much. So I wanted to revise um, I wanted to revise that claim and put the link for that information in there. In fact, I'm going to post it in here. It's pretty dang tasty reading. You know what? That I messed up on that. Some days, technically, I'm okay, and other days, let me redo this. There we go. That's the main page. And somehow, edit layout, present, I ended up, my screen is teeny tiny. Oops. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Well, there's 8 of us in here anyways. So, as I said, oh, no worries. This has been, it's actually been kind of fun, if you can call it fun. Let me see. Oh, you're welcome, Pamela. Welcome in too. I was just talking with Love Not Hate, and she's got some owies going on from the other day, so lots of prayers and thoughts for her. So, as I was saying, Liz Gale sent me, she's the one that originally I had looked at. Oh, you know about it, Traveltology, the FBI vault? Isn't that, I was absolutely shocked that it was there. And so I've been reading through some of the claims. Oh, what a what a piece of information we need to put on those claims. All of those claims against the FBI for not protecting people, we need to add this to that. And as I said, all of it's been redacted. However, the claim information is still there. Well, there is, here, I'll repost it here. I'm going to put it on my community page also. There's a vault for the FBI of all, there's 9 different claims for the Church of Scientology. And the very first claim that I was going through just blew my mind. I was absolutely shocked that, okay, so they had 4 claimants against the Church of Scientologies. Yep, I'm going to, and I'm going to put it on my community page, and they all need to see this too. So the first claim was 4 people that said that there was child trafficking and human trafficking. And, um, and so they sent some investigators out. They had to go travel. They had let them go buy a couple of books so they would understand. They let them hire an ex-Scientologist so that way they'd have the verbiage. Oh, you do? Oh, that would be very cool, Traveltology. If you could share it in a Google Drive, that would be just awesome. You know, maybe either you can put it on my page or put it in one of the comments and I can add it on, or just put it on your own. That would just be just incredibly cool. So the one that I'm reading right now is 2009. Oh, okay. So 2009 was the first claim, and they were talking about over 1,000 victims, that these 4 people were representing up to 1,000 victims. Now, okay, the second one, over 1,000 victims. How after let's say those were the only 9 claims, how do they get away with not coming up with one problem from that? One litigated abuse. You know damn well that that was paid off, handshaked off to something, because there's no way with all of that evidence that it came out squeaky clean. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is exact evidence. Besides all the people standing up, all the survivors standing up, this is the evidence we need, that they have every bit of information that they needed. Over 1,000, Goosebump. I, yeah, there were 4 complainants that were representing, and it just said over 1,000. 1,000 or more is what it said. Yeah, there's just no way they came out without any issues whatsoever. So if you are, or if you know of anybody that's filing this claim, please have them add this in the information in the complaint. And as I said, I'm going to put it on my page, and it's a long read. It's not for the faint of heart, but any of you that are attorneys are going to really appreciate it because it's kind of a fun attorney thing. It'd be better if it had all the names and numbers in there, um, but they are kind of fun to go through and see. But that's just the blinders that they've got on. It's amazing. It is definitely amazing. I'm gonna, in fact, put that in there right now before I forget. Community and let me see. Yeah, and Serge and Nora were just so incredibly cool to work with on this. I need to put figure out where to put it. I know you can't see me. I'm sorry. So I just added also previous FBI claims here, and I put that website. And now I'm going to save it. Let me put, sorry. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I think Sir Crepitus might join us. That would be kind of cool if he joined us. So I just edited the form letter on my community page, and I will get that edit to Nora and Serge So that way they have it also. It's just one sentence that I added in there. But it's certainly, it's just incredible. I'm just amazed. I mean, there's no reason on God's green earth this should be happening to begin with. And let me see if Sir Crepitus can join us. Let me see. Invite. Copy. New message. Here, you puppy. I'm sorry, my dog's whining, you guys. She's a big whiny baby. There, I sent him a thing. Traveltology, I would love to do that. Shoot me an email. We can exchange information. Here, I'll put my email in here. My typing abilities today are and somehow I expanded my page and I can't get it shrunk down to where it's supposed to be. So technical difficulties. The only way for me to get it back the way it's supposed to be, I think, is for me to go out and come back in. So yeah, in Traveltology, I would love to talk with you about the vault files. It is just incredible what's available online. And I had no idea that they even existed. I'm sure if I would have looked deeper, I probably would have found it. I'm sure the Money Project, Scientology Money Project, probably has it on his website. Jeff Augustine is a lot more thorough. There's Mr. Crepitus. Let's add him to the stage.
Howdy doody. Forgive me 1 second. I'm going to do this one last text message.
No worries. You are a popular man today.
Let me get rid of this thing. Sorry for that echo.
That's okay. Yay for Sir Crepitus.
All right.
It's definitely been one of those days. It's been a hopping day.
Yeah, yesterday and today I've been hopping around from one foot to the other and between doctors and reaching out to streamers and answering emails, man. It's been nonstop. I feel like I'm working again.
It was definitely a busy morning, streamer wars kind of stuff this morning.
Yeah, I'm
And
trying to figure
drama.
out what the hell is going on. That's what some of these emails are about. I'm trying to sort everything out, and man, oh man, I wish. Well, I wish people would stick together, and I wish I'm gonna leave names out, but I wish some of the streamers would police their mods. they need to remember mods are not the boss of their channel. The streamer is the boss of their channel, and there's too much drama going on. And
I agree.
unfortunately, some of the drama is being perpetuated by certain mods, and it's just not good. So
Yeah. Well, thank God I have a small enough channel still that I don't even need mods yet, so we're good. We're all good there. So when we
yeah,
get to that point, that'll be a decision. But so what we're talking about is Liz Gale had emailed me this morning thanking me for the live last night. I don't, did you get a chance to watch that last night?
no, I saw you went on. I still need to watch the replay. Unfortunately,
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not following you. No big deal. You know, you're a busy man. So it was basically filing the claim against the FBI through the Department of Justice and having everybody stand up. And we've talked about it in the past, so you kind of know a little bit about it.
yeah.
And she emailed me thanking me for mentioning her and using the receipt in her picture and everything. And she was telling me about the FBI files, that there was a dump of FBI files against Scientology. And I honestly had never seen them before.
Never knew about it.
I didn't even know about it. Well, there's 9 different claims for sexual abuse, sex trafficking, human trafficking. Of course, they're all redacted, but they are legit. That they are the FBI files.
And it
And
makes you wonder why over all these decades they haven't done anything with whatever information they've uncovered.
exactly, that was just what we were sitting here talking about before you popped back in. And it's like there's no way they came out squeaky clean on every single one of those. There's no way. You know,
No.
their money exchanged hands, love affairs changed hands, whatever, kisses, hugs. I don't care what it was. Something happened. There's just no way. And I just can't imagine. And the very first claim that I open up and I'm reading was there were 4 claimants that the investigators flew around the country to talk to, and they were representing over 1,000 people.
How do you do that? How do you represent over 1,000 people? It's too many people.
Well, they're just saying that there were 4 people and the 4 people were representing the fact that there were over 1,000
Oh,
people.
okay.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
not 1,000 people like a
Gotcha. I
lawsuit.
understand now.
Yeah. That's just incredible. That's just ridiculous. There's no way they came out without one scathing bit of evidence to where they couldn't have said, "Yep, this is or is not human trafficking."
Yeah.
It's just
Well, what's sad is, that the FBI can say, "Oh yeah, we conducted an investigation," but we don't know how far that investigation went or how deep it went. Um,
right.
so, the FBI could make a couple of phone calls and then claim that they did an investigation. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened, but
No,
they
but
could.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
They flush you out when you first make your claim. This is something that I've said since the beginning, is that when you first make a claim, the very first thing they do, meaning the government or the entity that you're filing against, is they try and shake you out. Is they see how serious you really are. They'll give you alternatives. They'll see if you're really, believable, whether or not they could hang their hat on anything you're saying.
Yeah.
Um, and that's just to weed out false claims or claims that aren't worth their time. And that's normal. Almost every, I mean, a cop does that. A
Yeah.
cop questions you to figure out what's really going on. They get all sides of the story. So,
Yeah. That's what they're supposed to do, anyways.
mm,
Between LAPD and Scientology, I don't think that's happening. They're getting Scientology side, but nobody else is apparently.
right.
Um, yeah, but yeah, this whole FBI thing. Here's just one aspect of it, and Cy made a good point. Is that FBI is not untouchable by Scientology. I mean, over the decades, Scientology has filed thousands and thousands of lawsuits against various federal agencies, the IRS, the FBI, you name it, and they're basically just suing them into submission, and it's inexcusable. Now, Scientology, we know, is probably the most insidious cult on the face of this earth. Their tentacles reach everywhere. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it would be a massive undertaking, and it would probably take more than the FBI. It would take multiple agencies to infiltrate and investigate Scientology.
True, but at this stage of the game, which is what we had talked about last night, the problem is getting around the arbitration clauses and getting around all of the tentacles. And this is one way to get around it is you're not going against Church of Scientology on this. You're going against the FBI. The FBI didn't do their job.
Right.
The
I agree with you.
FBI,
Yeah.
yeah. And so now they have to either do it and make the investigation to prove that they did do their job, or it goes into la la land into somebody's desk. And as I said last night, that's an answer too.
Yeah. If the FBI were smart, they'd be utilizing um, willing participants on the inside, because there are people that do want out. I mean, there are certain streamers, prominent streamers, that have sources on the inside that they get information from. If they can do it, the FBI can do it. You know?
Yeah. Well, they had done that. If you really think about it, though, the IRS, okay, they've taken down mafia hitmen. They've taken down the mob. They've taken down. They don't let you get away with having a $15 frickin' tax bill before they start popping in 9% per day per annum. They're
Yeah.
not afraid of. They're not afraid of somebody. They owed billions of dollars in those 20 years. Billions of dollars to the IRS. And in my personal opinion, and this is complete speculation, is that the commissioner, when he called everybody off and he said, stand down to all the investigation, he was a bought and
Yep.
paid his future and all his kids' futures.
Yep. And
Y-
it's also a green light to Scientology to keep doing business.
Yep. And then he was still around in 99 when they signed that agreement, which, as I said, basically said that they could do whatever they wanted, and the IRS basically couldn't even audit them, couldn't even open up an audit unless there was illegal activity or violated public policy. So
Yeah.
those are the only two ways that they can get through it all. And that's because the Department of Justice and the FBI adjudicates that.
Yeah.
So, and this is just, these files are just more ammunition to put into this claim. And it's definitely something. Um, who was it that just said, Cy, was that you? No, it wasn't you. That somebodytology said that they wanted to talk personally about the files. Um, it's just amazing. I'm just still
Was that
amazed.
was that none your business?
No, ti- maybe they already emailed me.
Ah, okay. Yeah, and people.
Traveltology.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, and also one mistake that people do make when they file a police report, or they make some kind of report with the FBI or what have you, is they make the report and then they just let it go out of sight, out of mind, thinking that the FBI is doing something or the detectives are doing something. People have to be persistent. Once you've established who the investigator is, every week, give them a call, get an update. Don't pester them, but definitely every week, let them know that you're still there. You're not going anywhere, whether you're dealing with the FBI or local law enforcement. Because
Right.
you'd be surprised at how many things just get filed away and forgotten. And if you don't advocate for yourself, the ball's going to get dropped, unfortunately.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's that squeaky wheel theory on this one. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And same goes if people write their congressman, uh, you're probably going to get some generic, preformed response back. Okay, fine. Keep writing them. Send the same letter every week. Send the same letter if you have to. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it until you're blue in the face, and eventually somebody's going to reach out to you sooner or later.
It's frustrating though.
It
It's
is.
very frustrating, and it's like beating your head against the wall. And it's
Yeah.
almost like, well, nothing's getting done. What word do I need to put in there to get somebody's attention? Do I need to put the RAPED word in there? What do I need to do to get somebody to look at this? And to be real honest, that's kind of the way I felt about this claim going through, because I've been dealing with this for a month and a half now, 2 months, that I've had all of this in my
Yeah.
head, popping out my ears, trying to get the right moment. And I know the right moment happens when it happens. And that's true. I get so gung ho and antsy about getting something done that I want it done right now. Let's, you know, let's not wait on this.
Yeah.
There is a proper time for everything. But right now
Absolutely.
is the proper time.
Yeah. Well, and what's sad is, the government could have nipped all this in the butt in the 50s and 60s. I mean, Scientology was
Oh,
already under fire from multiple governments, and boy, there were a lot of missed opportunities there. But unfortunately, the cult was able to flourish and grow, and now it's just a monster.
yeah.
But yeah, and I'm going to email you in a little bit too, on an update about some communication that I've had with some people that you
Okay.
and I.
Well, no, we're probably not going to be able to stay on too long anyways. I just wanted to give an update on this information for the files. And Traveltology, I will get a hold of you so that way we can talk about those files. So if you want to stay on when we get off on here, or if you want to just call me or something, that would be fine
Uh,
too in a minute or two.
we can talk backstage after you're done.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
just talk backstage. So for now, guys, that's the update on this. Onward and forward. I really have good feelings on this. I have a lot of faith that this is going to put a dent in it. And it's every single one of us working together as a piece of the puzzle. Nobody's more important. Nobody's the superstar. Everybody is working on their portion of this. And as we hit them from all different angles, something's got to give, right?
Yep. And folks, please do not, under any circumstances, underestimate Mona here, because she's as sharp as a tack. She knows what she's talking about. She's doing a great deal of work here, and actually, what she's doing can work. It's just going to take time. It's going to take persistence. It can happen. So yeah, give her as much support as you can, and anybody that's able to help her out, help her out. If she needs it. It's definitely a good cause, and I have a feeling this is going to go places. So
Oh, I do
it's
too. I
on.
have I have faith.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. And I need to figure out how to leave
Um,
and the stream.
I think if you just click leave studio, we'll end up backstage down at the bottom of the screen. I'll try it and
Okay.
see what happens.
All right.
If we
Goodbye,
lose contact,
everybody.
I'll call you. Bye, everybody. Take care.